Thank you for visiting my channel. Today I'm going to talk about addition and some formulas in Microsoft Excel. If you find this video useful, please do subscribe, share and like it. In Microsoft Excel, for addition there are more than one techniques. Let us see what they are. This is sales data showing salesperson name and his month-wise sales. We will start off with our first technique of adding up numbers, which is to do it manually or individually. We want to add up each sales rep's sales he or she made in all the months. Let us take the example of Peter. We will start by putting equal sign in this cell. Remember, equal sign sends a signal to Excel that you want to use a formula or perform some mathematical operation. Therefore, all functions or formulas start with equal sign. Now click in cell C3, then plus sign, then click in cell D3, again plus sign here, and then click in cell E3. Press enter. You have total of all sales made by Peter. You can simply copy this formula for the rest of the sales reps instead of manually repeating it several times over. There are two techniques to copy this formula. Technique 1. Put your cursor in the cell where you have already put a formula. You see this small square handle at the lower edge of your cell. Drag this square handle all the way down up to the cell you want to include in your calculation. Technique 2. Put your cursor in the cell where you have already put a formula. Press Ctrl and C keys together. Then select the range where you want to copy this formula in. Press Ctrl and V keys together. This is a very cumbersome addition technique and may not help where we have a large amount of data. Therefore, we will now look at other efficient techniques of performing the same task. We will now look at how the sum function can be used for performing addition for a single range of data, which is comparatively a more efficient technique than the one we discussed earlier. Let us see how it works. Peter has his sales data for 3 months from January to March, which we call it range. Instead of adding Peter's sales manually, we will use sum function. Put an equal sign, sum, then parentheses, click in cell C3, which is the starting point for our range, colon, then click in cell E3, which is the ending point of our range, then parentheses, press enter, copy this formula by dragging square handle all the way down. Similarly, we can add up sales vertically for a month for all sales reps together by using the same formula. There is an alternative technique as well. Put cursor in the cell where you want to see total for your range. Click on sum sign from the tools bar, press enter. You can then copy this formula to other cells. You can alter the range by selecting only those cells which are relevant to you, and you can ignore others. Let us now add up numbers from multiple ranges. I want to see Joe's, Ali's, and Michael's sales together for 2 months, namely January and February. This means we will have to add up data from 2 columns, Jan and Feb, representing 2 different ranges. We can apply sum function by putting an equal sign, sum, parentheses, cell C3, colon, cell C6, comma, then cell D4, colon, cell D6, and then close parentheses.